What's up, ladies and motherfuckers? And welcome to another live cast brought to you by yours truly, me so Yog. We were waiting for some players.
I got my 6 hours the previous night. Yes, last night I stayed up again and then it wasn't good.
Thinking about Russian gun.
Sounds like a plan to me. This is the Inside Scoop. This is a live cast where we get the mumbled feed from one of the two teams. And we also get everything. We can see everything, but we can also hear what these people are saying. We know what they're thinking. We know what they're talking about. We know what their strategy is. We don't know what the other team is, though. If they can't hear us, don't worry. We're muted and you're muted. We're not deaf. But let's see how these people are stepping up. We have Grim Preacher playing Aeon, Dark Mean on first land. We got Colby on first land.
Video games.
We got Automax, first land Cyber.
Ride motorcycles.
And Avenger.
He picks up the fat chicks.
I do.
No, it's not
He
Avenger.
does.
She wants me.
She's a millionaire
Oh,
too.
shit.
Fat.
Oh, that'd be nice.
We got Mott.
Ride
Blue
the waves,
yeah.
man, when you slap that ass.
Weed. Yellow Seth, first land. Orange. Fucking Spanish Fly going first land as well in the back slot. We got Slick, customary Royal Purple also going first land. See how these guys go into this game as they move forward. We see Colby and we see Automax moving forward for that early ACU position, getting that first factory with the ACU and rushing those ACUs forward to get this mass in the center and this land position. See both these ACUs setting themselves up for a strong early position. There's a lot of mass in the middle. It's not really the mechs, but if you can control the mass, it can be a big deal. We have Weedalot and do not yet have Mott moving forward. Mott going for that first Hydro. We'll see if that costs him, or if that initial early build power advantage in the base pays off in the long haul. Mott is known for he's known for PD creep. He is a PD creeper. Everybody knows Mott is creeper. You get it. But he's definitely running on down. We don't have any eco or anything like that because this is a live replay. This is a recording in OBS mode. These guys have gone silent. There's no voice chat at all here as these people unfold here. We do have these two ACUs moving early into the middle. We'll see how they're able to get an on Spanish Fly leading the scoreboard. Weedalot, Grim Preacher following up. See ACU coming over here to grab this max. See a lot of reclaim orders going down over here. These guys setting up their positions. A little bit of manual reclaim here from Colby. He's setting himself up. Gotta get these rocks early. Perhaps they're gonna start upgrading these maxes. He's gonna assist on that.
Sorry, you saw that Mantis coming your way?
Who, me? No. I was zoomed in probably when it came. We're paying where direction it went. It's probably a hunter, not a
No, it was a Mantis.
Was it Mantis? Oh, that over there. That one's head towards Slick, you mean?
I was just talking in general, not only
Air
to...
coming in. Who's gonna build us some air? We gotta figure that out ASAP.
Agreed.
Grim Preacher, we got air.
We got Slick strong on the ground over here. These are just mech marines though, so it's more like a raiding party, not like a strong like Manus force. Z is UEF, so obviously these bot units are not tanks.
Slick. Incoming.
Snoop coming on down. Manus. Manus and Mole. Coming in from Arrow. Easily able to take out that Snoop. But with the flank position here, Engineers are not going to really be able to establish themselves. But he's not trying to establish himself with Engineers. He's got the ACU here. He's got the radar here. He's trying to defend those are by establishing
those are probably their scouts.
Slick Slickspec Marine taken down by Manus. It's really not a contest. We have a large amount of Manus coming up from the north.
Nope, they're
The
commanders.
northwest from Spanish Fly, setting
As
himself
soon as I get
up
this factory,
here.
I'm going gun.
Perhaps
I'm
run
going
by is
T2
heavy
right
over
now.
here, but with this ACU
FYI.
here, he's not really going to be able to run by
Right.
here. Is he going to be able to get hit by here? And
How
how much
you
damage
stalling
is he
right?
really going to be able to do? Is he going to
I'm
really
stalling a bit of
lay
power,
down
but I
fire
should
on
be
this
fine.
main base? The main of the factory is going for more air than
Alright,
land.
sounds good.
The Auroras, when he gets in close, are going to be more vulnerable than not. We do have Weed setting up here. Spanish Fly bringing his
Then we can
commander
push
up
on the
towards
middle.
the
We have
center.
one guy with T2. You come up behind us, Mott, and you build
T2 PD, yep. That's the idea.
not T2, build T1 as we push because you can build T1 so much faster with a
Okay.
T2 commander.
Getting that early T2, which is what Mod is known for. Mod is a PD creeper. He is more of a defensive player. We're not going to see him playing heavily into the land units, I think, this game, but we're going to see him using the PD to control the land, to control the ground, to control the income, to then build more PD than the other guy can stop, to get that Ravager creep going. Because what I like to see out of him is I like to see the Ravager creep, because that's what he really does really well. He's very good at controlling fire bases and controlling the flow of the land control. We definitely see this ACU moving forward onto these Mantis. Not enough Mantis to really give the ACU any trouble at all. And that early run by kind of thwarted by this. The Aurora backing up the ACU. He's going to lose this position here. And since he doesn't have any production over here, he's not really going to be able to do much at all. These bombers coming in here, weakening these units. Engineer going down. He's going to be able to set himself up in a good position over here. The Grim Reaper
you don't get
is going
stealth
to
on your
be
commander
reaping
as well, I
himself
hope.
some rewards.
Spanish, right?
You like that turn of phrase? You better, you motherfucker. We do have a strong land push going over here from Sir Weedalot,
Do you need me to help assist you?
setting himself up.
We-
Nope. not yet.
Interestingly enough, that these two commanders have drawn themselves
No,
back
I get
before they
T2 and I'm
took
getting
control.
gun and I'm running like
They
a
left a
madman.
lot of mass
Okay.
on the field, leaving money on the table before they pulled back.
Oh, he has
Do
speed
have
range done,
Slick
upgrading stealth, yep.
Moving his units over here. And Arrow setting himself up. Arrow a little bit weaker on the ground,
kills a lot of
leading in
storage.
the points compared to Slick. Perhaps he has greater eco. We cannot know because we are live observing. That's the price we pay. We have the strikers moving in on the Mantis. The Mantis in a line this way. The strikers in a line this way. And the approach is crossing the T. It's
Anybody got
similar,
any energy to dump me real
the
quick?
way that naval
do.
might grow
Hold on.
Alright.
in the real world.
I need power.
There you go.
Thank you.
Slider on this, you know? Try to click it, you can't reach it.
Is there a
Alright.
faster way to do that?
Come on, Spanish, let's go get these guys.
Mod setting up this TTPD.
I'm gonna wait
We
for
already have
Spanish to come up
TMD.
here.
We're going to
Yeah,
have
you need
TTPD.
to scout.
I think I wouldn't be surprised to see the TTPD creep get up into this position to try to deny the approaches here and force these guys into like sort of like
Come up here in the front.
MMLs, crap like that, shit, stuff that's not really that great. We got Colby playing UEF, and we've got Automax playing Cybern. So the problem is with the
I'm gonna go by
TTPD
my
and
engineers. You got stealth so they can't see you. My units will be right behind your commander.
They have.
No, I'm talking to Spanish.
Okay.
we have units. We have tanks moving in here. I'd like to see these tanks moving in here. There's not quite enough to beat these Manus, but with these bombers, perhaps you could lay down some fire upon
Yep,
these
they're
Manus,
already
weaken
hitting
them
me.
to allow the strikers to move on
Bring them in.
through.
Bring them in. Bring them in.
He'll be leading the scoreboard right now with Eco. Decent chunks of power setting up a heavy T1 power spam. Not as efficient as T2, but it does get the job done, and it saves you the APM. We have a Triad forcing the situation. We have the T2 on that comm over there, yeah. T2 on Kobe's comm, unable to hold the land. the lack of land units and the lack of T1 PD to really soak up the damage from those land units, forcing a response. Automax, perhaps they will be able to hold this. I do not know. Colby would be able to get himself a gun on his commander pretty quick with that T2 engineering sweep. Sets up the PD, able to stop the push.
We need you to come up behind.
Perhaps these two commanders will be able
secure this.
secure what has now become a decent reclaim field here in the center. These two commanders. That is God. That's gone on the Ceph. Pushing it forward. He needs. The problem is he needs T2 PD to be able to stop this gun and do the outrange.
Trying to keep the center.
But the problem is the T2 PD is not cheap. It's not cheap, and he's really just holding the line with the.
I got back off. I'm trying to focus on me.
Battle. But you see Avenger over here versus Slick, though. Also another interesting battle. Avenger is able to push forward in this position. Perhaps he'll be able to take the strong point here. Being able to push this ACU out of his spot over here, destroy these factories would be good. And he does have the land advantage right now. Colby trying to defend here, trying to build up the T2BD. Trying, but it's a strong eco position and trying to support this many land factories producing spam, while at the same time trying to build PD. It's a lot of mass, it's a lot of build power on that T2 commander, and whether or not he's able to hold it here will really be the test of this game. Because if he's able to hold this position here and beat himself back, we do see an ACU going down.
Oh, you. I couldn't build my.
Meat-a-Lot has been defeated. That is difficult. Bad. We're going to see a lot of units. The spam is going to be going down from him. We do have Spanish Fly pushing in heavy on the north side. And we'll see whether or not Spanish Fly in a bad position. He's definitely going down here. Whether or not these units are going to be able to do any damage before this commander is destroyed. That is the question. Colby with the lead.
I do, but
Spanish Fly without gun and without any units in the immediate vicinity. You see mana streaming in. Maybe they'll be able to turn the tide here. We do have Automax also in gun command range. We have 2 versus 1 here. We have units coming in, but I do believe that this guy is going down. If the Spanish Fly dies, his units are going to die. Mott with the PD creep establishing himself in a strong position defensively. Perhaps he will be able to do something about the situation. This arrow leads himself into Slick space over here. This is looking worse and worse for the bottom team. Colby needs to be careful.
Focus everything in on Automax. Everything you got, Mott. Yep.
I am.
Walk your commander up there. Walk your commander up now, Auto. Yep.
Colby goes down.
Auto's dead.
Wait, if you have any air, a Colby's down. You can kill a Colby.
I have. What should I build?
Colby's dead.
But
Colby sacrifices himself to destroy the Phantom Splat. Grim Reaper needs to move down, take this base. These units up here need to push down into this base before this front becomes established.
Start sending some engineers.
We do have Mott heavily in a defensive situation, establishing himself in the middle. We do have Slick on the skirmish against Avenger. This is shaping up to be a very interesting game. We do have the defensive position here, which will allow these people to perhaps defend themselves. Mott needs to do is Mott needs to walk his commander over into this position over here, because he establishes himself the TGP base over here. He will be able to defend himself and establish himself on the triple base situation. Whether or not he can handle that much eco is really up to him. We need to be able to see that. We need to be able to see that going down. But we need to see this commander moving this way.
That's so stupid.
He wanted to do it.
Automax move to ROX.
Colby knew it.
We need to see this commander moving this way. If we don't see this commander moving this way, we're not going to be seeing much of it going down. Dude, he's going to need it.
Yeah, get some interceptors to protect. Yep.
God damn it. Get you by my fucking face.
Yeah, I think Spanish we had him. If you would have brought your Mantis up while you and I were both fighting and said just my units, we would have had him.
Automax and your channel.
So yeah,
that's okay.
you leave it on to cheat with your team. To tell them
He's-
what's going on.
No, he wasn't telling anybody anything what was going on. And he's muted, by the way.
He
Or else
needs
I
to
would've-
set up
you
that
put
shit, or
somebody would've
otherwise
said
he's
it. I
fucked.
didn't see
Because
that
that
at
shit's
all.
running
He
down
was
the
like-
line.
Until the last second.
Yeah.
Why you upset, Otto? I mean, everybody he was asking about it right before the game started. Usually I don't, but I was like, oh, okay, if he wants to do it. He did it
Okay.
to let
Okay,
Aerosmith
sorry.
in the game.
Okay.
Tell
fair
Kobe
enough.
knew about it too.
Okay. ROM.
It's not going to be good. We see Colby and Grim Reaper definitely pressing their advantage here on the left side. I tried to warn these people, there's only so much that a man can do. This is not going my way. Mott, heavy with the position with the T2PD in the center.
Nice
These
try.
strikers not able to withstand the fire. We do have some PD over here. We have some strikers, but it's not going to really be enough because in order to really turn this tide, they're going to need to establish themselves in this position here. What they need is they need that
Any
UEF
chance you can dump me power?
ACU, and they need that ACU to be walking out
yeah.
here, and they need
Got
that
tons of
ACU
them,
to
but I
be
can't
setting
dump
up
it
the
right now.
PD to stop
that's fine,
that
you need no chance.
advance. Because they need to stop this ACU, a weak ACU. We're looking at T2.
That beetle sniper was pretty good.
Please, Scout.
We're looking at a
guys.
T2
I don't
Aeon
want Taylor's
ACU.
going to be happy
He does
to go
not
through
have
base
gun,
soon,
but he
you
does
need
have
Scout
T2. But what we
everywhere.
need to be able to stop him here. Otherwise, this South team
Yeah,
is
I
really going to be in a bad
No,
position.
you didn't, because it's coming up from behind you. A T1 spam.
Okay,
need
no,
tanks.
I said agreed.
Oh, you need already tanks rather than artillery.
Yeah. I just don't have power, that's the thing. So.
Oh,
If we could see some T2 air, some gunships perhaps from Mott or from Slick, maybe we could see something. But they're really on the back foot
Yeah, we
because they
tried.
weren't really advanced.
good.
They were just one guy died and they kind of got messed up. Colby in the
Whoa.
back here now. It's not so much a run by, it's more like a push by in the fact that these two guys are kind of messed up. This is not Colby. Wait, wasn't Colby dead?
A lot of
How did
tanks.
Colby live?
That is what
send the
I think.
I thought-
gunships
I could've
over
sworn
to,
Colby was
Aerosmith
dead.
and help Slick.
Oh man, Kobe was dead. This would have been a
Okay,
different
yeah,
game
one of them
entirely.
over there.
We do have the gunships inbound here, trying to lay down some fire on these
There's
strikers.
tanks.
The lack of flak, perhaps they'll be able to push them back, but I don't really think so.
Not sure if those gunships will do anything, but it's worth a shot. Because
It'll scare him.
Slick is right there.
This Hydra's gonna be trouble for Slick. Losing his core base and unable
Him out
to
right there, Aerosmith.
put up a fight. I mean, this is not looking good. Maybe they can take down
I
Arrow.
need you to push though if you can.
Walk right up
I
there
am.
and overcharge.
I don't have overcharge anymore.
Give Slick an overcharge mod if you can. Energy storage.
Don't have it. Don't have it. They just
Oh.
took it out. They're hitting my base pretty hard, so. Barely
Sitting
have
around
radar.
8K,
I'll try
sitting
running
around
it.
3K. He could definitely lay down some hurt on the Slick. He needs to do that. He needs to get into range. We need to see this commander going down. Slick
done
with the
2K.
gun, with the power, needs to lay down the hurt on this guy. Fuck this guy. Gotta lay down the pain. And the beetle snipe. Beetle snipe is real.
I hit the wrong build. I hit fucking gun. I didn't have my hands on the buttons.
Mott sitting alone behind his PD base in the center. This is definitely a rough position for Sir Mochwal. And I'm not really sure he's going to be able to recover from this situation. The failure to
Probably
move the
does.
commander over here, I mean, I understand
Oh, I
that
took
I
out
do
him
have
too.
map-wide vision, but
You did?
Yeah.
I do have map-wide
That's
vision.
2 versus.
So what we need to
Mott's
see, we needed to
versus,
see was we need to see
I
Mott
don't
moving
have
his
power
T2
at all.
commander over here
Fun.
to establish the T2PD in order to stop the run by, so that they could then establish themselves on their dead allies' base. Because it's not that they were in such a horrible position; it was just that they lacked the map control and the lack of tech from these two guys. Grim Reaper moving forward with the Auroras. Auroras incredibly bad versus T2PD and T1PD. with a low HP of their tier 1 units.
You know, I went
Run-
gun.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have gun. He was firing twice as fast as me. I had T2 and I went gun too. And there's something wrong with this fucking game. There is. I'm not the only one that sees it. I built a T3 factory, and once I got to T3, it went right back to T2.
Oh, that's messed up.
Yeah.
That it. Which main fat your headquarters or which one did you
no,
build?
this was on a different map.
Yeah.
I was using Aeon. My gun just quits firing. Like, this is a fucking computer broke, and it just can't calculate up what to do, and it's, you know? I don't know. I don't get it.
The Raiders real. What we
He
need
has
to see
T2
out of
on
Colby
command.
right now is
He's
we
gonna
need to
build
see
PD
T3.
right
We
behind
need
it.
to see T3
What a
already
cheat
land on the
code.
fire on this base right now. We need to
That's
pick these guys out of their
That's why I
misery.
was heading. That's why I'm heading my comm down there. I hope he wastes time doing that.
That's such overkill.
Oh, and what I meant by following us, see how you built some PD right there? While we were pushing, you should have came right where I died. You should have been just behind me building a couple T1 PD as we moved across. That way,
Okay.
we could run back, and your T2 commander can build the T1 PD very fast, and the Beetle Snipe would have never happened. And we could have had PD nearby. We could actually ran to. That's what I meant by follow us and build T1 PD, not not T2 PD as we push forward.
Got it.
It's just something to remember next time. I mean, 'cause you have way too much PD in the middle. You just had to build the one like you did, and then follow us behind us, build T1.
Trying to master
it's
the art of
very
Firebase
cost
is
effective.
obviously it's more than I think. There's a lot involved in it. I'm not able to hold off right here because of the large amount of Firebase that he does have, but we will
Really
see the
T3
T3
air now.
move in eventually, and this will fall.
He's gonna need that.
I don't think that Ravager will complete
I know.
Oh my gosh.
Janna's
Yeah,
bomber.
you need power to run it.
I have plenty of power now.
You got engineers to go reclaim. Oh. Did you control K?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's that, folks. That's that.